Mame fa say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de o se dem yopo.
We are mad this year. This is NDC360. Me mo bibia wo hwe sa dwumadi anwumre efre chichi ne benche adwo me mo bia kwaba eba NDC360. They said the kan chim na watwe a etwa mi. We dwumadi sonko kra NDC amanyoko ya hye. See the bodewuro afan the panel hye ye pa. You were John Dramani Mahama, the nation builder, Owoma or my Ghana. A hassle and an okran semwa, a far mambo bonia, a cos waya my Ghana mua, a dear which labo many muno. Yini Marco to say Acheche dear Nantie, Senebeya Akodakra, Ebetiasia. This is the second edition. In first edition, no, we had Honorable Kupuku on set and we spoke to you on NDC and U segments about the 24-hour economy. On the Moment of Truth editorial segment, so the ghost non-existent Pualugu Damwa, Bawumia MPP Fuaye, Bukata. We spoke about taxation and production on the Lest We Forget segments. And then we have a lot for you on this second edition. So tell a friend that we are live on NDC360. Today I have a surprise for you. I'll be reading to you comments on our live stream on YouTube, Facebook, and X. My production team will be working on that. And we'll be reading some of your comments. So whilst you watch the live stream, share, like, and more importantly, comment. And make sure that the stream will go live. Now, apart from your social media handles, our streaming program live, YouTube, at NDC360 official, same on X, same on Facebook. Yes, also live on Onuya TV, TVXYZ, Angel TV, Wazo TV, and Loud Silence TV. Yeah, that all these stations are say Omo Efajumedi on their various team platforms. I'm even told that we are live on Diplomatic TV on social media. We are live on Focus TV, also online. We are grateful. In due course, more Muslim Jumedi live in Yano, Bebo Mudinia recognize them. Now, what do we have for you on NDC360 today? And then on Moment of Truth editorial, try a corruption tracker and so. And on episode 2 of the tracker, Omampenya be de chire owu Bawumia ne nabusuafo omoye ne Ghana. Inti potokasam yatu ni din the corrupt and nepotistic dealings of the Bawumias. On NDC and U, we have a very fantastic policy to discuss with you. It's all about the National Women's Development Bank. Into what to say you Ramahama can National Women's Development Bank wasem. Now pemunchi munti biase why do my yokesenenia. I have the experts for you today on this show. Now, by the time I'm sure you will agree with me that indeed the NDC doesn't only have the men, but we also have the women. And finally, unless we forget, John Dramani Mahama, the legacy. And and today we are looking at part 1 of his legacy on the aviation sector. FA Airports will bring you all these issues. So I want to remind you that we are live on the official NDC360 page. On Facebook, on YouTube, on X. We are live on Onuya TV. We are live on TVXYZ, Angel TV, Wazo TV, Loud Silence TV, Diplomatic TV, and Focus TV. And until share the link and tell a friend to tell a friend that we are live, the person should watch NDC360 and you will not be disappointed. Baby, I dream. I'm going to say you call for the recap. Munim say in chair cry, you are John Dramani Mahama, Obontwa for Ghana for in what we call the building Ghana tour. Okopiem will say my mentifi tamale at a town hall meeting or the same here be to Bia. Shewe mame, yeba, yebetwa, Jumedius.
And let me put this thing to rest once and for all. They always talk about the mess John Mahama left us, the economic mess he left us. I mean, let's just go down a comparison lane. When I left office, the debt to GDP was 57%. Today, the debt to GDP is more than 100%. It means if you take all Ghana's GDP and you turn it into money, you use it to pay all our debts and you still owe 3%. Our debt to GDP was 57%. And the optimum GDP for middle income countries that is recommended by the IMF is 60%. So we're even under the recommended debt to GDP. When we left office, the budget deficit was 6.6%. Today, the budget deficit, it even went to 15%. It has now started dropping. When we left office, inflation was 15.5%. Inflation under this government went to 54%. And is only now dropping. It's about 30%. When we left office, cocoa production was 960,000 metric tons. And we went for syndication loan of $1.8 billion, brought $1.8 billion into this country. Today, cocoa production is under 500,000 tons. And when they went for syndication, they got only $800 million at 8%. We got 1.8 billion at 2%. And so what are you talking about? You can't compare the economy under us. When we left office, we gave you 2 new oil fields. All the work that we did as NDC was with 1 oil field, the Jubilee field. We worked and brought the 10 field and the Sankofa field into production. And so it made oil revenues triple. When we left office, we had solved Dumso. We bought enough generation. We established ESLA to pay the legacy debt. Today, Dumso is back. You can't pay the independent producers. And all of you know Dumso is back, just that they don't want to announce a timetable. Yesterday when I came to Tamale, the lights were off the whole day. And so this thing they keep saying, Mahama left a mess, we came and repaired your mess. Before I left office, the IMF said that Ghana's economy was going to grow by 8%. And it grew by 8% and more in 2017. And in 2018, it dropped. When their own policies started kicking in, you look at the GDP growth rate. From the high of 8% that they inherited from me, the next year it went to 6 point something, 5 point something, until when COVID hit, it went to 0. So that myth about you left us a mess, you left us a mess. When you came into office, the Kufuor Eurobond was left with 270 million to pay. Where did you get that money to pay? Mahama left it in the sinking fund because I knew that debt was coming up. That was visionary because I knew that if a new government came, it was going to be difficult to find 270 million at once to pay off the Kufuor Eurobond. So we left it in the sinking fund. They came and met it. In October, they just took it and paid the Eurobond. And after that, they didn't put any money in the sinking fund again. That's why when COVID hit, we had no money to defend ourselves. I set up the stabilization fund. When COVID hit, they didn't know where to find money. We told them, go and look in the stabilization fund. I left money in there. Went and took 300 million, from the stabilization fund. I set up the Ghana Investment Infrastructure Fund, the Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund. And I put $270 million seed money in that fund. Today, that's what we are using to build your Agenda 111 hospitals. So how can I have left you a mess? They are good at propaganda. And so they just keep repeating something, oh, we came and met your mess, we came and met your mess. In 2016, for the first time in Ghana's history, we ran the government budget without taking 1 cedi from the Bank of Ghana, 0 borrowing from Central Bank. you in 2021, 42 billion you made central bank print for you. The following year, 2022, 35 billion you made central bank print for you. And that is why today central bank is broke, because it made a loss of more than 60 billion cedis. When I was president, central bank made a profit of more than 1 billion cedis. And so that propaganda must stop once and for all. You didn't inherit a mess. You inherited an economy that was doing well. It is you, by your mismanagement, your clueless finance minister, and your clueless head of economic management team, who now wants to run away from economic issues to become the champion of digitalization. It is they who have created this mess.
Enti Adeshimama, you are John Dramani Mahama, the nation builder, the leader and flag bearer of the NDC. Obema Noah, Unyamia Yina Magana. So Meji and Film Quasomnia, which the moon on a motel in Kano. MPP for the Atron and Nada, a dada nipa bebre, and on mobile and economy na say or Mexican Samuadrega. That was His Excellency John Dramani Mahama himself setting the record straight. Your Kaya no do, and there is not one that the MPP can dispute. Ebia the Okano Potokas and no one tears here. Don't worry, all the Pabranti be obeying while Potokas are non changing. I can't cuss them. And I can't say, I would say. And don't worry at all when you will be, because in the subsequent editions, Yabeje Brenia Dosanse Mumu Esuko. Manyan and TSA Akina Radio, Watechiman, and Bunu is in Patemuho. Live, and I know that there are many other radio stations picking this program live, and in due course we will recognize all of you. Baby Edri, it is time for the Moment of Truth editorial. No cremre no in ye. And if you will mame, tell you will see me by the touch screen bringing you all you need to know about the corrupt and nepotistic dealings of the Bawumias Part 1. Medase. Yo, Omar de Shade, this is the media can you know. We a corruption tracker episode 2. Now what you tell me the episode 1 Bremo about fraka dam bia na you're about women and people for the job when you say Omar with cinema mentifia. We gave you hardcore evidence for you to see the truth for yourself. Sending in a fraka dam 1.6 trillion old Ghana cedis. Abayano afane kwa. Yamfanye adepebiama or minor enya sonfaswo. Today on episode 2, we are talking about Abusuya Mamua, Ura Bawumia, your mampenia bedi echiri. Katasechane proye dream pesemin kumunya. O meisika on ne Abusuya for efa ne nyafu. Eno ho asene yede bremo. Na obi bisa se adenkra na Sammy Gyamfi NDC4. My corruption tracker episode 1. Most also the episode 2 about a moment of truth. And then among cast and from. We have one chimney at Tiawa. Medical chim say, or may be any way bet me a tumpon. Or may be any way bet me a conanim. Or may be any one a mouth for bet me a D. I just a sour mind letting you to catastrophe proyase. It's as a catastrophe proya idea, a trio maybe a punto a catchy. Sikaka cry, ye judging no man in true tour, ye Nyafu, you do Mancomania media chain, say you go, say, or you say you cuckoo. A penny for said yes, or the yet dear Sefata. Ye dear puntua or mouthful in a benason for so. Na Cobasa Nipaka Krabi, after Sicano no mood in your funeral. And you will hear your no more triconechi. It will chrome quina yen, Aso piti na wo pe na wunya bi no adwuma na wo pa wunya bi ni ahokyera wo komu no ni nyina ye katachese ne proye ho asem, and that is why you must pay attention to this series on corruption tracker. Obi beka say oh na omampenya be de akire mo ka katachese ne proye a o se ono de oyemeti keke aden ono na mo ka na asem obusuafo no so nkyeremu no etietia. The reason is this: empempi ye ka katachese ne proye asem a na Owura Bawumia ye no hu ntadu akire ode ne ho asie. Attention ni nyina all the time is on Omampenya Kufuor ne nabusuafo nko a. Now today, on this edition, we will demonstrate to you, say Alhaji Bawumia osi odi mate no. Or your Omampenya Kufuor Pro Max. One we use iPhone, me just amotiase. Or your apprentice we sua kata hyehyɛ ne proye ɛkyɛn ne master mpo. Enya atendidie, enya kasa twitwie, we will let the facts speak for itself. And that is why today the spotlight is on him. We are unpacking the corrupt and nepotistic dealings of the Bawumias. Now, abusuafo, Bible say, "Wenu mu asem ene yedi bebu awfo. By your words thou shalt be justified. By your words thou shalt be condemned." And sembe no Owura Bawumia ne yere Samira Bawumia. Eka kyerɛ Ghana fo efa kata hyehyɛ ne proye ho. Sisi dua bɛn no mo di susu Yewura Mahama. Dia no mo kafa ne ho na bo hye bɛn no mo hyɛ yɛ sɛ mo ba ban mu a mo bɛyɛ afa kata hyehyɛ ene proye ho. Abusuafo me ye bi akyerɛw. In the moment of truth here, we serve you nothing but the truth. Kakum yetini kwakuo num. The internet does not forget. Ketreman pro it ye hwe nsem bi. Now the edikai. Ene etwagu no Mahama government most corrupt in Ghana's history. Bawumia. Asem we CTFM4 na report to here. Or can same way in the run up to the 2016 election. Mra no born to. Or se Ghana abakose mu nyina Owura Mahama. Ena oya kata hyehyɛ ne dwirim pa as president. There also be a way daily guide. MPP former national chairman Freddie Blay on one paper. Seat 20th October 2016. You can see it there. Etifia Senedi was a corruption is the hallmark of NDC. Bawumia. Nensemo Kadeye campaign America Chrewono. We any Muslim on one insibly. There also means was a corrupt Mahama disgrace to nothingness. Bawumia Ghana Web 16th November 2016. Also Owura Mahama. All these things, all these lies, they said about His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And then, Uncle, you have on your screen, but this second lady of ours, Samira Bawumia, Wamoni Kurechi Domrana MPP for April Mampenia Baby and a cake. Publisher for publisher, my publisher, the publisher, on the 7th of September 2020, Potoka Sammy says Samira fingers John Mahama over nepotism. For kind story, no, the second lady Samira has accused former President John Mahama of practicing nepotism whilst in political office. So, kind story we are, and then another Samira can was I see Yewura Mahama here with Yamamu. Now on Tiasia say. Yewura Mahama ni nua ye friend Ibrahim Mahama o ye adwuma o ka box site ye de ama John Mahama nua ho asem say e kire say John Mahama ye kata hyehyɛ ne proye no no de ni kunu de o nye sa ye so say okay my husband is a whiskey e ye ho no ka sa asem we say John Mahama ni NDC ye abusuamamuo. That is what they said. It is very important. I will bring you back to this story. Now yonko ye ni Yema Miss Samira, Sana me friend no, because oye Ghana oba penyin otosumienu. Nti ba me friend Yema me. Wakasa agu Yewura John Mahama ho fi abranya no kre. Se oye abusuamamu because you all know say Yewura Mahama ni busuani a no wona aba mu as an appointee na e ba akopɛ. A sister Joyce Muktari Bawa. Ah no, you're deputy minister, not even a minister. A deputy minister for transport. Ninua Ibrahim Mahama no mo kana asem no. Or a well-established businessman was starting your adwuma nyenne. Na abrofo a omo ye mining wo Ghana. Te se go fields for water kwa. Omo afa no a ono na ye mining ma wo mo. Enyuma ahyeta e wa bibrem ne bibrem atoye. Ko Liberia o ye adwuma. Yet Samira can say o ye adwuma keke die. And your mama your kronfo or ye abusuamambo. Eti ko mo ba ye no. We would have expected somebody a busuamamu koko football body. Oncheni United yen ka ye nhubi. But abusuafo, what do we see? Shehama me. On your screen, Owura Bawumia, one ne yire Samira, Omo busuafo nko a ya ma omo dibre ewo NDC ewo MPP aban we mu. Sa wo hwe soro ha papa ye obowe ne wo fefefe ya fe no Alhaji Ahmed Ramadan. Samira Bawumia second lady ne papa no. Enti owura Bawumia na asew konofo prekope. Aban ne ba ya na Bawumia lobby maye na asew no. Ghana amrado to United Arab Emirates. Yaka Dubai. Oh, baby, all your nisika wono. Samira papa na ye Ghana na sini amrado ewo ho. Bawumia na asew no. Abuja wo ensiwa. Omo position, omo se ndisi ya abusua mamuo. No mu di atoroto John Mahama so no. Mo hwe de omo ye. Samira ni nua bema ye frɛ no Abu Ramadan. Eya Bawumia vice president na konta. Ono so omo ma ne so na omo de ko nadbo na onye MPP nimpo MPP fo bre no nka ho. Enso ni nua ba na ye second leading ti. Ye the deputy director of NADMO. Wa wo from 2017 ebisi ne. Na ra mami papa we o de ne ho te Ghana for some trofo bebre ahwehwe ni picture omu nya no be ne de NDC360 ye nya no the photo ni ye raba Bawumia ni nua panyi a ye frɛ no Mumuni Abdullahi Bawumia ye de ne to Bawumia papa o de Mumuni Bawumia. Wow. Ono so aban we ba ya na position muntie ni yo position na bi ni Ghana bakosemu do mama breso ye papa Mills ya papa Kofo, ya papa Rollins a benso ni any position bi asa ewo Ministry of Interior aso ye hwe police for any a soldier for any the security agencies so your friend a technical advisor to the Ministry of Interior and you create sa position in man. Wow. Enti Bawumia nua panyi no. Na aba from her mami we mami ni kan starting free so ono so your friend no Honorable Lareba Zura Abudu Bawumia nua ba prekope. Ono so owura Bawumia ba and ye di kan man so 2018 ye the deputy CEO for Northern Development Authority. We actually kra no 2022 ye san so paw no omampanyi akufuado ne Bawumia paw no se omeye swafo emfa emma ne nkoda ye yo Minister for Gender and Children and Social Protection enti ne nua ba no we have ko mo man nso na MPP for na aka no kra ne nya positions ni bi no Bawumia ni nua eya Samira Bawumia yere Samira o ye Ghana ba panyi otoso mienu second lady ni nua be marketwa last but one your friend of Fauzi Ramadan ono so de ne ho asie uko internet so nyina wu nya ne photo no wo ze for first state for pen no mu nya ne photo NDC360 ya de photo aba ono da ho no Fauzi Ramadan Bawumia nua Bema or yes special assistant Mrs. Samira Nuyabema or yes special assistant to the second lady Samira Bawumia. So that is the family tree of Bawumia ne yere wona bemu. And yet these are the people omudi atro ese joma amadi nkwa. So wo ye abusua mambo abra ono na ne busua ni ba akopɛ ne deputy minister. Ohun kokofu bobo omomobo. Na ye ndisi fompo de enka Bawumia de ni na busuafo ni nuanom ne nkontafo ne asewfo ababan mu a enka haye pii enka haye omba ye na nkomo ye nwuma pa be magana atumpo a enka haye ba we mu de omo baaye no oman ni sika kakra ye wo no e na omu di sika ni nyafo kata se ne proye fita e na Bawumia ni nuanom ye de odi kan ni ye frɛ no eye Haji Alare Bazura. The Kaka said Omampenyi eyi no as Deputy CEO of Northern Development Authority. Oko tricycles abobo ya eye moto na na ya miensa no. Mako aha 9400 enyantaban tu yiraya bisi ne yenhu bebie fine. And mami campaignfo a the CEO no Sammy Gyamfi the CEO of the Northern Development Authority finger and say ono ne share chiri. Ema omo boss our mine no krono kese. Ema Ghana over 20 billion in Ghana cedis. When reports there by now, the media told us again, apart from 400 tricycles, there were two of the deputy CEOs almost 400 tricycles each. Included 200. What do you cut 400? No one 600 tricycles. Motors on fire so baby. In our ha. I'm our dancer me 2 mira. I'm actually seeing my obiedi and nini. Now, Obebi said, what is your evidence? We are Ghana Web. The date is 31st January 2022. Mr. as a producer, I remember picture on picture. Net if we send a create to Dr. Bawumia's sister fingered in missing 400 government tricycle saga.
Hey.
Wo Wabo Mahame Chiso Yabusiamamu Abraham no Cre. Ubaya was a sa and sale for ne and contact positions. And yes, Omobaya Juma Pabo or minus one or Mobe boy chrono. This is the evidence. With a the same issue pause.com a story on January 9th, 2020. Was it 400 tricycles worth 2 million? Titisicano 20 billion allegedly stolen at the Northern Development Authority. Story no say according to reports, the tricycles were allegedly stolen from the office of the authority on October 27, 2019. About 700 motorcycles and 200 extra tricycles cannot be traced. And the letter, the CEO now not there, Jumayuku, now not the command, divisional commander, Watamale, police penino. All these facts are there. You can Google the story and read it. We are not making anything up. The American and I don't see it. Reports also revealed that among all the 3 deputy CEOs, 2 of them took away 100 tricycles each without paying. And so 2 now, or both tricycles or went to Yakano, but we are Baneka. And in fact, ono Obe MP Wale Bawumia crew 2020 campaign. The slogan was money no be problem.
Correct.
To send cats here because this is where they got it from. Minu miru taxes, minu miru sika. This is what they use it for. Now, enya moto nkwa. So what you buy na? Bawumia nuaba. Efa moto ni abobo ya abusuafo ken haye. Poto kasem. Ye free bibi so source contracts.
How do you say high? Hey, high saying. Sika chuchi day over 20 billion Ghana cedis. Hey, ebe high. Abusia.
Contract avodwo for enyuma kese e wo Ghana. Emrase sa ban e fa wo bi adwuma se wo medi sa adwuma ne ma o man a aban ma obi contract ho a yemamu na obi biara owo nimdie na owo capacity so obetumi aye sa adwuma. We should give that person the opportunity to compete. Ti efre bi competitive tendering ma ho kwan na obi amepre adwuma ni bi de obetumi aye adwuma ni yie a o man no benya so mfaso abra o man ne bebo kakakra bi ne de amano. But wo hwe de ekoso wo Bawumia ene o mampenya kufu ado amambo yi mu a ye wo contrast akese bebre a aban de ma Bawumia nuano mu a ye ma ho kwan se obi amepre bi ye si peg Bawumia nuano mu nti no so no mo kwan de ma wo mo bia so ye bisika toto so a o mine hwe sika titiri dia you will weep for Ghana as we move along. Before I go into the issues, dear na Bawumia ni o mampenye kufuado ekan about so sourcing quickly. Way ayo Bawumia ne Twitter handle on the 8th of September 2016 now about 6:20 p.m. and Bawumia ko trend Twitter na mahama yo mahama ne tie konwa so. Or say overpricing of contracts through the use of sole sourcing is very typical of this John Mahama NDC government. Or say John Mahama bind here. Bibia so sourcing. Ni ye so sourcing dia e kire se projects are ye ni so sourcing na Mahama de bo ni bia to so o man ne boka. Enti omo de omo ba omo nyesa. Owura Bawumia na emre MPP for Ereni election no 3rd February 2017. I say we will abort rampant soul sourcing Bawumia. We will abort rampant soul sourcing Bawumia. What kind of story now? When you power we or this soul sourcing, ye chem. The exception and not the norm. Because soul sourcing they are more minor eboka. So when you want some any dibe buafo, when you want some any dibe buabem. Owura Bawumia na biem starfm.com.gh May 29, 2017. Bawumia na 2 minister say what MPP aban mu for. I said don't abuse soul sourcing Bawumia to appointees. Mamun konko ye so sourcing because so sourcing more may Bawumia no. The same Bawumia on the 31st of December 2018, City Newsroom for report on say Bawumia tells MPP 40 fulfilled promises. Abine no ma betena konyan so eni afe na edi afe. Bawumia say oma fulfill o mo boshe nko 40. Na boshe ni mu ba ko ne de. We promise to move away from a predominance of sole sourcing to tendering in procurement, and we have delivered. Inti channel so. Bawumia say sole sourcing enye M1 may. Ya the ball may chrono M1 mine hwisika. MPP ba omunye bi. Wama appointees warning mamunko yebi. Ono anso say abine de ni boshe so sole sourcing de omegya. Afi yanto aso. Omampenye Kufuado de okan ye ni 23rd August 2016 on Twitter. The era of sole sourcing will come to an end. Sole sourcing, ye chem, because sole sourcing, air chrono. Now, what do we see? He said the media can't trim. Ora Bawumia will be a bear maybe your friend Ibrahim Bawumia. A dear, your won on papa de man on Ibrahim Bawumia. But why Canada niba your won UK? Open UK passport with Tino Society D. Abraham Bawumia, and say what Christian name. One Bawumia picture ni ti Bawumia na te wono o ma mimi Bawumia nua penya your friend mumuni Bawumia woni Bawumia nua ba ma na your friend Abraham and Ibrahim Bawumia no oni our company you're from Resource Assets Limited. I want to prove to you that this Resource Assets Limited Bawumia nua dia enti akọ registrar general thanks to yenua Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa yakwa akọ company ni nkratam company no hefo na directors Abraham Bawumia nuana one ne yere ayefre no Aneta Kamiska Bawumia, they are the directors. Why na company ni ne dia company ni nya sika anamfaso why na sika no kono ho the shareholder Abraham Bawumia the tin number ni bibia wo ni. This is from Registrar General. We'll put it out for everybody to see. Wow. Now the entire year can say, "Yenhwehwemu ama na beda di say, aban way e di sole sourcing contracts akese e masa company ya your friend Resource Assets Limited, Bawumia nua company. Asika power mine hwere no asefem. Project number 1, hwe me with screen iso, hwe ni so ade. Sunyane Airport, Miami Chrome baby etete me. Baby I call primary, baby I call JS, baby I call SHS. Minim Sunyane asem. Sunyane Airport, aban we buy no mo say omu siesie no. Because they are close to airport ne down. Phase 1 of the project, ya the Bawumia nua the company. You are hearing this for the first time here. Resource Assets Limited, sole sourcing. She say, yam prese. Aban na prese companies be wo man mu no bi amepedi. They gave that job on sole sourcing to Bawumia. The President Nana Danko Kufuado commissioned phase 1 of the rehabilitated Sudan Airport project. The relevant portions of the story, prove as an American say no pretrudo. But the President Kufuado intimated at the commissioning that in line with his government policy to provide a functional air travel infrastructure to enhance blah blah blah, say a contract was awarded to MS Resource Assets Limited to commence the rehabilitation of the airport in 2019. It is our MS Resource Assets Limited, no? Any Bawumia Nuyano company, no Moka Hwasen. This is the man, Bawumia Nuyano, Uni. Abraham or Ibrahim Bawumia. Now, for Enya Nonko Uba Ghana Airport Company or Momo website. Omo kasi to say adwuma na ye de ma Bawumia nuane se wonye no Bawumia nuane se wonye no sika nko a ye de ma no so se no bi ampribi se wonye se adwuma no was 52.25 million cedis. Yes, 52.25 million cedis. Titi sika no 520 billion. Hey, adwuma ben adwuma ye se onyane se runway Sunyane Airport runway na kitikiti bi samre na 1280 meters. Yes 120 ka ho e wo hodada but ascent patch portals no na 120 meters e meka ho na yenya 1400 meters. Na Also, so and rehabilitated taxi link or patchy portals as CSC. Now, acquire a dab a bank airport no so no on CSC resurfacing. I just walk your point for or the abo a boost on West CSC in the camera. Now, terminal danye is wa a one utu kwanya obefano. It's me for the pabe 100 and also so omwa say brofono. Almost a minimal renovation. It's a new Juma Cassia. Airport na ye kaneni nimfunyi nsunyane airport a owura Bawumia nua ye no eni runway na o ma ye ketekete na tese minsam no eno susu ni airport ni enti bisa wo MPP ni a wo hwe me ne se adwuma we ehoka ti ye 525 billion OCDs ana ask yourself that na die enti na ekwan keke ne portholes apache keke minimal renovation of a terminal building why must it be so source Dien kwana Bawumia nua company no owo ana woni ya Ghana construction companies bebre obi antumi nye bi the same Bawumia o se so sourcing ye krono e mo man boka no mo de o mo nye sa a wo 2 ministers for say mamu ko ye so sourcing no why will you give this job mediocre job to your brother through so sourcing for 525 billion old cities na busiafo Mahama, Tikesi and Daso Dayepa. And then we be come about airports OCC, and yet your CSC keke. One of those airports, before we even get to that, lest we forget segments. One of these airports, American was an Ehu airport. Whole airport here, Mahama seen in Monochiao. Now airport to be any wo, Ufitiasia from scratch, is in Monochiao. Or the $25 million in the sea. Or started project in 2015, not dollar in 4 cities. By now, the project in 2016, you know, averagely, even if you use $1 is to 4 cities, $25 million. What the best city more? It's just about 100 million Ghana cities. And we see brand new airports. So whole airports now, President Mahama see, you know, the runway 1,900 meters. 30 meters. The 10,900 meters, just 1.9 kilometers. Dear Bawumia ni yama omo sikaso omonkoyen sunyane de no 120 meters per no de aka ho. Ne 30 meters. John Mahama's brand new from scratch. Whole airport 1,900 meters versus 120 meters. Whole airport no ebe to process 150,000 passengers a year every day. Ebe process 400 passengers because there will VIP lounge and VVIP lounge. So Nyane airport no VIP ni Miami Cruise airport VIP bi anim. VVIP dia so any 100 passengers per ebe process yomo per day. No Bawumia dia no. Omampeni Mahama brand new whole airport no. Ni April yeka April baby a plane ni sia eko pake. Etimi fa plane you know. Osini brand new. Bawumia de na wo hodada e na wo ye portals keke. Itimi fa plane be se baako. Owura Mahama see whole airport no. Akwan a wo ye ni wo brand new from scratch 9 kilometers. Bawumia de akwan a wo hodada no de abuobu su siesie ni keke. Enu 9 kilometers. And so Owura Mahama at the $25 million equivalent to 100 million cedis. And they see whole airport no more chiao. Bawumia de pentimamento no. Eye sika 52.5 million cedis. It is 520 billion. Do the math for yourself. You are discerning. But when you share no do cry to share the sa ben. It is about Ghana na open no cry. Judge this for yourself. Muse Mahama kwa. And we so say no we. Look at what they have done. Now you can see it on your screen. Oh airport Mahama see nini. Brand new from scratch. Bawumia pentimamento no NDC wa anwe no 520 billion ko ye dia mani nua. Yankoso. Enya airport nko a ena ban dia ma Bawumia nua company. So on na busuafo nche. No, not just this airport. Not just this airport. Ye wo koko akwan akesi sika eta won so. Na koko akwan ye de ma contragia. Ye Bermusa road contractors a Wagan and Yanubia me pribi. Oba ye say lot 1, lot 2. Quine way this kilometers. Ye pesi ye say asphalt and I be to me. O boy ye saying ye had ye bo form. I will bet me a ye quine ye. Na ye the contract na man. O rubber Bawumia nko buyer. Cocoa Rose or the money we are so sourcing or man who quines will be ampribi. Into the same Resource Access Limited. The 2 million much this year. Yamon cocoa quire a free assign where type or domase to a sibrim 22.1 kilometers. Sikam kwa yademano 54.2 billion actually. Ebiguso. It is Sikam 54.2 million. Titisikano. That's 540. And another Cocoa Road project. Chibuso has so rodre. Ebodi no nama money amofancheme. Bangolo Feeder Roads. 14.5 kilometers. 29.4 million cities. Titisikano 294 billion. 2 Cocoa Roads. Biya so sourcing. Obi say me evidence, we me evidence na da hono. This is the moment of truth. The 2 million actually see. Atendidie bia nim no kre na ekasa no. This is a letter. Public Procurement Authority for Trade. 14th May 2020. The project. You say rehabilitation, upgrading, reconstruction of roads in cocoa growing areas. I say, at the board, second paragraph, at the board technical meeting held on Thursday, 14 May 2020, the board granted approval to Ghana Cocoa Board in accordance with Section 41B of Accesses 3 as amended to use a single source procurement method to engage multiple contractors for the construction of roads. And this is it. Companies many so source no. Asia coupon Resource Access Limited. Resource Access Limited. It is on your screen. You can see that for yourself. Now, I want to establish beyond doubt. Says so source nya Bawumia kasetia in opposition obaye eno nko an oni nuano mo ye. Krono wo mu omudi wi o man sika. De di kan etia public procurement law, which is a crime. Because contracts na nya contracts e was say ye si peg say ba ko for mfa through so sourcing. And sika ye de ma Bawumia nuano so no. E bro de was called mine etuama no. It was mine no me no mienu your taxes. We are losing it to Bawumia and his family. Where is the evidence? The Auditor General's report. Ghana auditor ni ono na Ghana semsi kasem nyina oye muhwe audit, special audit or friend of performance audits report on the Auditor General on the construction of cocoa roads. Now 2023 anoye paragraph 55. Cocoa Board's procurement policy stipulates that all procurement activities are to be in line with the Public Procurement Act. Or say procurement Mra Cocoa Board ye jumane say contract omodi mebiano omo follow procurement mra. Oba paragraph 56 or say procurement mra say section 41. And sana obeka say wo ye project this so sourcing no. Hwe de ken. Section 41A to D of the Public Procurement Act 2003 allows the use of single source procurement method where there is exclusivity, urgency, emergency, continuity, and compatibility subject to the approval of the PPA. She said, oh, my contract. Now we say, oh, they my company back up. Prim will be a pribi. Dear friend is so source na. Dear Bawumia ni nuano mo ye na. I was a company no what suya expertise via or no one will be. And as a human ye no emergency BSc. The BBNT was here intended. But we all know say cocoa rules and tesa. Auditor General twice so at paragraph 58 of that report say Cocoa Board awarded 266 road contracts for Air Cocoa Road Improvement Project 2, measuring a total length of 4,131 kilometers. Upgrading and construction in cocoa growing areas. Out of the 266 contracts awarded, 33 were through competitive bidding. 33 there, amount for pribi. 175 were through single source procurements. Then the Auditor General said this, paragraph 60. Although the use of restricted tendering and sole sourcing saved Cocoa Board time, it would have taken to evaluate a large number of tenders. Our analysis Auditor General say our analysis showed that these methods cost Cocoa Board about 100% more than the use of a national competitive tendering in terms of kilometers of the cost per kilometer of road. Auditor General, and if you read on, you will see the Auditor General was emphatic. Say because the contracts when you know Bawumia and in Nyafu through sourcing and other companies through sourcing. When this MPP government spoke against sourcing, a car was saying you're bonus are quite you're born a double, in some case triple. A can a cabin, Cocoa Fusika, a cabin, Minum Unutuo, and Aquacudi. These companies, including Bawumia company, what's the say? Sika. Apart from the cocoa roads, there are also other road projects at Ministry of Roads and Highway. Ediama Bawumia Ninunia. Okabomua 83 million cedis, and also sourcing. Through Yenuya Samuel Okuje to Ablakwa, he's published the documents. We have intercepted payment vouchers. He can't quite Momo. Where we are, you can see 5.7 million Bawumia company, Resource Access Limited. Sikano, 13th March 2023. Another payment, 27th November 2023, 5.8 million. Another payment, 3rd March 2023, 15.5 million. 8th March 2024, Yawo, 10 million. It is 100 billion Bawumia company. Okay, Kasikani Nina Bomua. Any airport, the Nina Bomua. Bawumia, any Nyanom company, Ghana Sikanko and Yamawa for these 5 projects alone. Yet treaty under part 1. 280 million cedis. Titisikano, 2.1 trillion cedis. The vouchers are here, documents don't lie. All the documents are here. Now, Madame Anuba Besino, hey, what do you want? Omagumahama and Hufi, Omedia Tratonoso. So I use your Mamu Abrania no cre. Omoba Maba, your worse. I've shown you the evidence. But when me and ba and the hair, ye mutus agira. On one boss I accuse you is a mutus on Uwebi. Final tone chain. His 3 over 2 point something trillion worth of contracts. I had so sourcing. Etika Busiano, Omodio Mayua, Kama ye tam. Anka di akano kamu betu be giant afofo obusuafo kakra ye de be magana asdusuan for scholarship and also so Bawumia e de akoma Samira nua be ma na ye friend of Fauzi Ramadan ya man scholarship ono na the personal assistant on the office ono atuaneka ye de Ghana scholarship was ye de ma hiafo mobrowa ma Yedema even MPP full soldiers Vanessa. Yasanso Jakoma Samira Nia Bema now the special assistants. What the bagan is Sikamua 320,000 cedis, 3.2 billion. And ya no kwa emia. The share bufune say ye man scholarship no school na wanko. Sikana ashe. Ye design or say na me yare. I don't know when defer course or na me yare na mean to mean defer the course. It is scholarship Sikana kebeti na kwa nya for one swa. Nina Ashe Ayo Maker. And if you go on my jaw online, you will see the story. A kind of was Fawaz Ramadan, a relative and personal assistant to Second Lady Samira Bawumia, was awarded £17,355 to cover the cost of tuition for an MSc in Global Supply Chain Management at Brunel University in the UK. However, Mr. Ramadan never pursued the course because he claimed he was involved in an accident during the peak of COVID-19. And could not defer when accident. I want to defer the course. Neither he nor the state benefited in any way from the tuition fee paid to Brunel University. Sikani inashe because they found more. We've given you the facts. We've given you the facts. Bako ha kame de baba no me pushi appearance fee no me pushi mreti me pushi akomanim. But you see, these are the issues. And for you, Ghana ni awo hweme no. Judge for yourself. Say, Papaya, or no now say, I am not corrupt. I am not corrupt. I am incorruptible. Can you trust this man? Ubia oye kampi uti misha bonne. Adiachi wasi wo na mi juki. Na mi bibi agro. or can't wait and no credit, or can't wait and no credit. And the evidence shows that this man is 10 times corrupt than Akufo-Addo, the pro-mass version of Akufo-Addo. We can't trust this man because he is not only a chronic liar, but inherently corrupt. And see a mistake at the Ghana Sheba Bawumia sa. Kronu we no ne nabusuafo ba beto aso. Kronu we no beto aso. And there is no way he can come and prosecute Omampenya Akufo-Addo. Because Omampenya Akufo-Addo be kind Sheba Bawumia. Many can di e ga say minuanom efo moman sika no. Won so we be. And untumi mfa yen court. His hands are dirty. More dirtier than Akufo-Addo. He can't fight corruption. If you want accountability, this halfway in court, including Akufo-Addo, vote for change. Vote for the nation builder, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Washaya Bosse, baby, you see, could be your Jamae. One make sure say Embra, Ebe Yajuma. The producer, Bo Kennedy, Akopre, Japan tape in the mame. Na yemfa moment of truth ye marry. Ebia na obi tie boy MPP ni. Ozo o major video NDC niti na okasa. Yentie MPP mu cheche mucho. Na yentie di waka afa aban we ho. Efa kata social prayer. Thank you.
The MPP is looting this country as if there's no tomorrow. So why? Who is that on your government? What do you mean? The truth of this country are not working. Now we intimidating and hostile. The MPP is looting this country as if there's no tomorrow. So why? Who is that on your government? What do you mean? The truth of this country are not working. Now we intimidating and hostile.
Daddy, I think it is time I put my business plan of opening a snack bar into action.
Really? Why now?
Why not now? I have been paying close attention to John Mahama's 24-hour economic policy, and I think it is really going to boost the leisure and hospitality industry. You know, when people go to work throughout the day, they will definitely need something small in their tummies, and I'll be there to serve them.
But I thought I was the only one who listens to news in this house.
No.
Says the man born before computers.
Tell him.
See, we have the news right here on our phones, and we are keenly following John Mahama's 24-hour economic policy digitally.
Digital man.
Yes, I mean this. And one thing I can be sure on. Since the launch of my online delivery system, things have really been picking up, and it will be great to have the support of the government to grow beyond the borders of Ghana. And with a 24-hour economy policy, government will be able to provide an atmosphere of improved security and public safety, and also a well-regulated and monitored private security to facilitate round-the-clock activities to make it more safe for us to serve our clients no matter the time of the day.
Well, for civil servants who work with the passport office, DVLA, customs, ports and harbor like me, running the 8-hour shift system will help relieve the large customer traffic we have to deal with within the current 8 to 4 p.m. system. We can effectively serve Ghanaians and foreigners within the shortest time.
Hey, madam, I didn't know you also pay attention to the 24-hour economy policy too.
It is what everyone is talking about. I will be glad to work in the afternoon shift, then run off to work in the morning. I leave that for the younger generation.
You're really too old for that.
And old boy, what are your thoughts? Well, I will take advantage of the tax exemptions, the cheaper and reliable electricity, and more importantly, the government's support to scale up my juice manufacturing company for local consumption and for export. Look, obey a pinso or chrome.
In a 24-hour economy, is it?
You know what to do. Vote for John Mahama, the nation builder, and the NDC for a 24-hour economy. Ejuma Pankwa.
Ooh, baby,
God have mercy upon us.
adore you. Ooh, baby. If you give me thousands of Ghana cards and $1 US, I will choose the dollar.
Hey, to be mumu. Campaign at Tokyo. It is smoky book.
Oh, baby, Oni kwa kutia, mu baby, Odoe, mu baby, Oni kwa kutia no, mu baby, Odo, working try dear. What can try Kano cry Otrofo Odo You want me to do more Kokra man fer so besu huni Yes we are dear grow better so She mon you Abaya di bo tachi, ye di bibe bo bandebi. Sena wo be miami. You can lie your way to power. You can do all propaganda. Dollar rate will expose you. The dollar has broken jail. You are pathological liar. You lie for living. Lies are your hobby. Google and Wikipedia recognize you as a liar. Your talent is to lie. You promise me heaven and earth. You promise me the whole universe. None of them has been fulfilled. You said if I give you power, I will live like in heaven. Look at the way I'm suffering. Walk on him. What do you trouble on mine? What trouble my own? On my 47. Oda, working track, dear. Oda, what can track, Kano cry. Otrofo You want me to say more? I have something to tell you. Sit down and cast your mind back. You see how you destroy yourself. People see you as a joker. They see you as comedian. People see you like Mr. Ibu. They see you like Lewin. So Dr. Lies, change your ways. As someone me can watch you now. Dr. Lies, change your ways. So your judgment day is coming. What ya na? What ya futu amede mauno? What ya na? Sisa wakwane bebwao. What ya na? Enya uhosa uyo nyansafuo. Kwa kutia no bro na wampa wasam. Ode oye na juma keke mido. Makasa yue owa swantie mi.
Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo.